Comic Coalition here for another video for you guys today. And once again, I am in the car about to talk about The Mandalorian. When it comes to this show, man, I don't want to waste too much time before I step in front of a camera and talk about it. So therefore, some of my reviews may seem kind of like all over the place. But that's because the way I do videos and the way I structure my videos is I just put the camera on and I talk. I don't got little note cards telling me what to say or little plot points of what to talk about. I don't map anything out, plan or anything. Hop in front of the camera and just give you my real feelings. So episode 4 of The Mandalorian. Probably the biggest episode yet. I'm not sure if I was to call it my favorite episode. It seems like every episode they're like outdoing the last episode almost. This episode I believe has probably the most action in it of all the episodes. Of course, we have Baby Yoda still, and we have the Mandalorian. They're looking for a nice little planet where they can hide out on for a little while. They come across this planet. It's pretty chill. But then he runs into this mysterious woman, I guess a former bounty hunter herself. I want to say her name is Cara Dune, or Cara Dune, something along those lines. But right off the bat, he saw her. She disappears. They get into a little scuffle. Oh yeah, there will be spoilers, just in case you didn't know. There are spoilers. They get into a little scuffle, and I wasn't too sure how to feel about this character, the Cara Dune or whatever. That's what we're gonna call her in this video. I wasn't too sure about how to feel about her at first. You know, I didn't know if it was just another one of those things where Disney shoehorns in a female character. You know, like they have been doing lately. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against strong female characters when they're done right. And by the end of the episode, I felt like this character was done right. Beginning of the episode, first few minutes, I was not into her. Not at all. By the end of the episode, I really enjoyed her. And I hope that we see her further on in the series. But the way it goes, it's like Samurai Jack. Like I've been saying, if you need to check out my video where I discuss all the similarities between Samurai Jack and the Mandalorian. I made a video about that a few days ago. But just like Samurai Jack, when he meets the Scottish men and different people, he teams up. They teamed up for a little mission right here real quick in this episode. So meets Cara Dune, bounty hunter. The Mandalorian goes back to his ship. He's chilling. Some people come up and ask him for some help. Of course, right away he kind of like, nah, I'm good. So it's, once again, we're teetering on this character, whether he's an asshole or a good guy, basically, you know? And he can still be a little bit of an asshole. And I want them to keep that about him. I don't want this guy to be a clean-cut hero figure. I mean, he's a good guy, obviously, but I don't want it to be that clean-cut. He's a Mandalorian. He's a bounty hunter. He's done some horrible things. And I want that to show, you know, throughout the episodes. They ask him for help. He turns them away at first. Then he realizes maybe I can hide out at these people's village. Gets to the village with Cara Dune. It's got the little Baby Yoda. And oh my God. If you think Baby Yoda has been adorable so far, just wait until you see this episode. Oh my God. It's like, I don't know. I just want to squeeze it. Now I kind of know how girls feel when they see like stuffed animals and stuff, because I just want to pinch this Baby Yoda's cheeks like a grandma or something. It's so cute, and it's chilling with the kids and learning from them, and it was just so nice to see it interact with other beings. These people are humans, but you know, nice to see the Baby Yoda interact and actually walking around and doing more than just sitting in like a little baby crib. So I thought that was really dope. And I like the humor that they had in the beginning where the Baby Yoda's pushing all the buttons in the spaceship and stuff. I thought that was pretty funny as well. The Mandalorian and Cara, they team up to take on these raiders who have been raiding this village. And the raiders kind of look like orcs from the Lord of the Rings, if you ask me. They didn't look, it's hard to say they don't look Star Wars-y, because anything can be Star Wars-y. It's a galaxy of endless, infinite amount of planets and beings and stars and solar systems. So, you know, it could be anything. But I felt like they looked a little orcish. But I was cool with that anyway. But they had an ATST, man. These little orcs had an ATST. I don't know if it was like, you know, I'm thinking that it was just some leftover, you know, equipment from the war. When the Empire fell, maybe some different little smugglers and, you know, different little gangs got their hands on some high-tech equipment. That's what I'm thinking. But they had to come up with a plan to take this thing down. And I thought the CGI was pretty good. I believe this was the first episode where at some point I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is a TV show on a TV show budget and not a movie. Not to say that the episode looked cheap, but this felt more like a TV episode than the last 3 episodes that felt more cinematic to me in a way. Not necessarily in a bad way at all, but I'm just saying this felt more series and TV like as far as the production quality for me in some points, you know. Not to mention that the planet that the Mandalorian goes to hide out on looks a lot like Earth, you know, earthly trees. It just looks like, you know, Pennsylvania or something. But I thought everything in the episode was done pretty well. Now that I really think about it, I won't say this is my favorite episode for sure. This is my favorite Baby Yoda scenes that we've gotten so far, without a doubt. So if you're a Baby Yoda person like myself, this is the Baby Yoda for you. But other than that, I think I liked the first 3 episodes a little bit better. Not to say that there's anything wrong with this episode. It is still amazing. It's still great. But I'm not ready to say it was better than episode 3 or episode 2. But I think it was a pretty solid episode. Now I'm just curious to see where we go from here. I know most of the people watching this video already saw the show. So what about that scene when the bounty hunter, I guess, has tracked them down after they kill the bandits? The bounty hunter's chilling in the woods and he's about to snipe Baby Yoda. And you hear the gunshot go off. And you know, I'm on my, like, I mean, you would want to think they're not going to kill off this character. But I'm telling you, I'm walking on pins and needles when it comes to Baby Yoda. I am on the edge of my seat every moment with Baby Yoda because I feel like there's a big possibility they're going to do something like to kill this character off. I feel like there's a big possibility that this Baby Yoda is going to get killed off, and that's what might send the Mandalorian off the freaking deep end. I'm telling you right now, mark my words, I think that might happen. That's why I'm on edge when it comes to Baby Yoda, because I just really feel like something's going to happen to this kid, and I don't want it to. I thought that might have been because, you know, as you saw in the episode, it seems like the Mandalorian was at peace leaving Baby Yoda back with this village, with these nice people, so he could grow up with kids and try to have a normal life. Which made me sad, but I was like, you know what? Maybe they write off his character like this, and we go on to the sunset, and we always remember Baby Yoda, and we don't ever have to see nothing bad happen to him, or nothing like that. But I was sad because at this point, I don't know what the Mandalorian would be without the Baby Yoda. You know, I don't know what the show would be without the Baby Yoda. I think the Baby Yoda is the heart of this show. It is the heart of the Mandalorian himself. I just believe that the Baby Yoda is like the heart and soul of the Mandalorian himself. Like, that's his soft side. That's when you get to see that he's not just some killing machine. So now we're gonna have to see where this adventure takes them. But like I said, mark my words, I think something bad might happen to this Baby Yoda, but I'm hoping not. Also, we get to see the Mandalorian have his first kind of love interest. And we get to see a lot of references to him taking his helmet off. At one point, we see him take his helmet off. We don't see his face, but we see that he sat down to eat and he put his helmet next to him. And he revealed to the woman that he hadn't no one's seen his face since he was a child. Which I thought that was pretty dope. And honestly, I don't want him to take his helmet off. I don't want to have episodes of The Mandalorian where he's running around without a mask on or without his helmet, because the helmet is what makes him him. I don't care if that's Pedro Pascal underneath or what y'all feel about it. I'm sorry. The Mandalorian needs to keep his helmet on As soon as he's running around looking like a regular person, I'm over the show. I love Mandalorians. I love Stormtroopers. I like the helmet designs of Star Wars. The Mandalorian helmet's always been my favorite helmet. And as soon as he takes it off, it's just the mystique of the character and everything for me is just gone. It's like Darth Vader. Nobody really wants to see Darth Vader running around with his helmet off. Come on, let's be honest. We don't. They gave you 3 movies of Darth Vader running around without his helmet on before he became Darth Vader, and most of y'all don't like the prequels. I don't want to watch a movie with Jango or Boba Fett running around with their mask off either, and I just want the Mandalorian to keep his mask on. So I'm hoping they're not going to keep pushing towards him just running around without a mask on and not even being a Mandalorian anymore. This is the way. And this is the way it needs to be. And doesn't need to change. But yeah, overall, solid episode. Like I said, the best Baby Yoda we've seen, probably the biggest scale episode we've seen, but also the episode for me that felt the most like TV as far as how it looked. Not necessarily a bad way, I wouldn't say necessarily a good way either, but yeah, I definitely dig the episode though. And like I said, it feels like something straight out of Samurai Jack once again. But yeah, not too much to touch on in this episode other than, you know, the fights and the action and the introduction of these new characters and where we're going with Baby Yoda. So let me know down in the comments below, like, where do you think this story is going to go? What do you think is going to happen to the most lovable creature the galaxy has ever seen? Go ahead and let me know below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Stay tuned for next week. I'll be reacting to episode 5. And I'll have a lot of more hunt videos and different things coming between now and then. But like I said, also be sure to check out that Samurai Jack Mandalorian video that I put together. And you will see that the Mandalorian and Samurai Jack have a lot more in common than you might think. But as always, you have a good day, YouTube. I have spoken.